What's going on, people? This is Will. I just wanted to go over what I do when I do target transitions. I had somebody message me, so I figured I'd just respond with a video. It would be a little bit easier. So what we're going to go over is transitions, which is basically moving the gun from one point to another point. I've seen some high-level shooters who also consider your draw stroke a transition because you're moving it from one point to another point, or from a point to a target. Depending on how you want to look at it, you can agree or disagree with that. But as far as moving from target to target, there's a couple things that you want to do. There's an order of operation, so I'm going to kind of go through that, and then if you have any questions, just let me know. Just comment below. So let's say you're engaging a target, whether that's competition, it's paper, steel, any combination of that, or if it's self-defense and it's a person and you have someone else to engage. First thing you want to do after you fire that last shot, as soon as you see your sights start to lift, or if you have a dot gun, as soon as that dot starts to lift and recoil, you want to get your eyes to your next target. So I have one target to my right and one to my left. So if I'm engaging the one to my left, as soon as I see my sights start to lift, I want to get my eyes to that next target, get my head over there, and I want to drive the gun as soon as possible. So I want to find a small point on that next target, bring my gun right to that point. So when I'm transitioning, what I don't want to do is use my upper body, kind of like a tank turret. All right, I don't want to do this where I'm just driving my upper body. I want to drive with my legs. All right. Now there's some discussion on how you want to get from A to B. Some people teach that you do it aggressively, hard stop, snap it over. Other people teach that you move aggressively, and then as soon as you start to get close to the target, you start to ease back and slow in so that you can come to a nice, perfect stop. Whatever method works for you is fine. Just figure out what works and then use that. And what I will say is that when you're doing a really short target transition, there's really no time to accelerate and then slow down. It's typically just one speed from one point to the other. All right, so if you want to break this down to a smaller drill, what you can do is you can get your sights on one target, locate your other, but leave your sights on the first target, locate a small spot on the second target, and at the signal, whether that's a beep from your shot timer, or you can just go on your own command, what you're going to do, you find that target, bring your gun so your sights line up right with that point that you're aiming at on the second target. So you're here, I'm going to find my next target to the right. I'm going to bring my sights over by driving with my legs. You have a lot more power, a lot more control when you drive with your legs, with your lower body, with your hips, as opposed to your upper body. So obviously that can go right to left. If you want to use a par timer, you can do that. So you can set the par timer for whatever time, get on target, and get to the next one before the beep goes off. Something to consider when you have, like I have two fixed targets here. Right now they're the same distance apart. So every time I transition, I'm doing the same thing. So if I do that a lot, after a while, I'm going to get some muscle memory and I have an idea of how far I need to swing the gun without actually looking and making sure I'm going through the rep correctly. So what you can do to do that, you can either move the targets or you can move your body. So I step to my left a little bit. Now I'm closer to this one, but I'm farther away from that one. So that's going to change the angle. If I step to my right or increments right and then increments left, you can do that. Because what you don't want to do is allow your body to get used to how far you need to drive the gun, and now you're not really working the drill. So that's basically what I do as far as target transitions. If you have any questions, let me know.